Hello guys, my name is Rose Holder and I will be presenting today how to make a spiked lemonade. Learning how to make a spiked lemonade is a perfect way to kick back or start a party and or a perfect way to end the day for many of you guys who, you know, just like to drink alcohol, and especially since it is the summer, it is something that is shareable if you're hosting a party for 4th of July or if you're just trying to chill, on a different day, maybe on Labor Day. The specific purpose of this speech is to teach persons 21 or older step by step how to make a spiked lemonade with liquor as a refreshing summertime drink. It is not only, of course, like I said, to get the party started, but also if you want to wind down, maybe you had a long day, this is something that's nice and fun and flirty to do for the summertime that won't particularly keep you down, and it also, is good in a lot of social settings. First thing, what you will need, of course, is 2 gallons of boiling hot water to put your solution in. If it's hot, the hotter it is, the better, because then all the lemons and especially the sugar will dissolve into the water and it will make it, a perfect solution. You won't see any sugar, you won't taste any clumps in there. It'll make it perfect when it cools down. Then you'll need 24 to 28 lemons. Of course, because it's a lemonade, you want it to have a strong lemon taste. And then you want 7 to 8 cups of sugar. You also want a liquor of your choice. Of course, you want it to go very well with the drink that you're choosing. A lot of people tend to choose maybe a vodka or a rum. They like the harder liquors. Me personally, I do like my mixed drinks that you would use maybe for a cocktail. Like I like my Seagrams. But if you want something stronger that will mix very well, with the lemonade, I say, you choose whatever you want, but a lot of people do choose the rum and vodka specifically. You will also need a 3-gallon glass container to put the lemonade in. Of course, you can use plastic, but glass is preferable because, when you heat up plastic, it starts to get a little wonky. I also don't trust heated up plastic because, if plastic is hot, oftentimes when it gets too hot, the chemicals start to get into your water and it can cause cancer. Also, you would need a knife to cut up the lemons and other ingredients like your garnishes. And if you intend to add garnishes, you would need to also have those at hand. Some people don't care for the garnishes, but I think you should put garnishes because it makes everything look prettier. Need is, of course, mission preparation lemonade because that is the first step of making your spiked lemonade. You, of course, need the basically main ingredient, which is the lemonade. You know, so first you would need to prepare the lemonade by putting the 2 gallons of water into the glass container. Then you will need to get the 24 to 28 lemons, and you'll only squeeze about half of them. I say about 2/3 to 3/4 of the lemon you will use for your lemonade, and the rest of them you'll use as garnishes as you wish, of course. If you like to make more, have more lemon for the garnishes, you can, but I would say leave just a few of them just for the garnishes. Then you will take the main amount of lemons, however much you want. I say about 20 to 22 lemons. Then you will squeeze them into the boiling hot water as well as mixing it up. And then you'll take the remainder, you'll cut the ends off, the butt off, and then you'll also go and you will chop them into 1/8 slices with your knife. I mean, you can also cut them into quarters too as well, but those are basically what you're going to use for your garnishes. So you can cut them as you wish. Those are, if you want to put a lemon piece on the glasses, that's what you should cut them into. Then the next part of mission preparation lemonade is basically to put the 7 to 8 cups of sugar into the lemonade, because now you already have your lemons. It's mixed up. As long as you see it's nice and it's uniform, and maybe you take all the seeds out, then you'll mix the sugar in, and you'll make sure that it's also uniform after you mix the sugar in so that there's no clumps. Also, you'll make sure there's no lumps in there, and when you taste it, you can't see the sugar at all, that it completely dissolves. This is the reason why we put boiling hot water in there, for it to completely dissolve the sugar, so that when you have your lemonade and it's cold, you don't have to see any bits. You don't, it tastes uniform, and it also tastes the same all the way around. And then after the sugar has completely dissolved, you will let the lemonade cool down to a room temperature. Hopefully maybe on the colder side, but at least at minimum room temperature. And then finally, we're here to the good part. The next portion, the spiked lemonades, are going to be the add-ins, which are my favorite part. The alcohol and the garnishes. Okay, the next thing you will do is add your favorite liqueur or alcoholic beverage in there. Again, like I said, a lot of people do add the vodka, the rum, and the tequila, just depending on your taste. A lot of people do like to add hard liquor instead of maybe wine or other things. Again, a lot of people also don't, they do add rum, gin, but a lot of people don't like gin, so they tend to go for something that's maybe a little stronger, that can kind of be disguised by the lemonade taste, so you can have some fun. Also, after you put your liquor in there, the next thing would be to freeze it, or to put it in the refrigerator so it can cool down. Also, if you wanted to freeze your alcohol before you put it inside the lemonade, you can do that, because alcohol technically does not really freeze. So the alcohol content, when you put the alcohol in the freezer, it will go up due to alcohol not really being water and being lighter than the water. So when you freeze it, all the water kind of, I guess, freezes and evaporate, and all that's left is the alcohol or the liquor. After that, when you get your container of your cool spiked lemonade, then you will add your garnishes. That's your lemon, your rosemary, your not your seasoning, but your other types of, stuff that you would use, maybe your basil, your mint. That's also your fruit. If you have those as your garnishes, that's the lemon that you saved. You would now put those on the drinks. That's also, your decorative garnishes, or even just your decorations. I've seen people put like the fancy little umbrellas on them. I've also seen people put like flamingos and like little stuff on sticks, maybe even candy. That's also your salt, your sugar, your lime as well, if you like lime. That's any garnish that you would like to add onto the drink. Spiked lemonade. This personally is my favorite spiked lemonade brand. This is new to the market, and it actually is very good if you want to look at something that was already pre-made. Homemade spiked lemonades with garnishes if you needed some ideas. Also, after you finish your spiked lemonade and you're done with everything, all it's left to do is to enjoy responsibly. Of course, no drinking and driving. But, I do hope you enjoy this recipe and you also enjoy, this visual aid. I want to thank you guys for paying attention to me and actually, listening to all my ramblings and listening to this. It means a lot to me. And if you like it, subscribe.